Anyways, let's start that recording again. Let's start some more Hildabrand. Jesus. Came out of nowhere. Let's start more Hildabrand. Good heavens, chancing upon father like that. I dare say it's taken a year off my life. Quite a crowd has assembled. It would seem the festivities are nigh about to commence. I'd hoped to uncover more of Miss Avila's secrets. But no matter. What better place to continue my investigation than on the field of battle? Good heavens! We haven't much time before the tourney begins! We must hasten back to the Colosseum and apprise ourselves on the rules of engagement. To a true gentleman, the battle is not about victory or defeat, but fighting with honor. Whatever treachery or guile my opponents may employ, I will not lower myself to their level. Are you actually going to do something this time, or are you going to rely on me to do it for you, Hildabrand? Alright. Oh, there's Ultros up there. I see them jumping. Bumps on my head. Chipped teeth. Oh, well, I guess you do have teeth. Chipped teeth. I am one shabby-looking octopus. I tell ya, they don't pay me enough for this. That's all going to change soon. Isn't it, buddy? Funga! Ah, Mr. Ultros. Just the octopus we were looking for. I was hoping that you might enlighten us as to... Ye gods! Who gave you those ghastly bruises? Bruises? I fell down the stairs, that's all. I'll get lost. I'm a busy octopus. Funga! Ouch! You have my sympathies, good sir. It is challenge enough to coordinate 4 limbs, let alone 8. Is there someone inside your office? No! Whatever gave you that idea? I am simply fumigating the place. Fumigating the place. I think it's fumigating. For pests! Pests like yourself! Now, don't you have a battle to go fight? Funga! Inspector, I think something's alive in there. That's just me talking to myself. Yes, gods. Yes, gods. Working as a receptionist is fun. What? Excuse me? Battered, bruised, beset by vermin, and still able to find joy and fulfillment in your work. I say, Mr. Ultros, your passion for your chosen profession is truly an inspiration to us all. Siflin, if you would come with me for a moment, I fear the stupidity in the air may be contagious. Wait, can you always go? Oh, well, I wish... Well, there's no reason to go up there. Well, has your investigation borne any fruit? Not? Oh, there's one of it. One thing, I guess. I see. Avila seeks to win an attorney to claim a fortune and raise her and her sister out of poverty. Furthermore, she has implied that she has taken the necessary precautions to ensure that her victory is all but certain. While trailing her, you narrowly evaded a series of dastardly obstacles, and upon your return, that strange octopus appeared considerably worse for the wear. The evidence points in one direction. The Alamegan girl and Ultros are plotting together to claim the Mithril Cup and its lucrative prize. It's not as preposterous as it sounds. I have done some research on our eight-legged friend. It would appear that Ultros has become something of a regular at Uldal's taverns and houses of pleasure. Oh. I suspect that he is using his inside knowledge of the workings of the Colosseum to identify and eliminate potential threats, thereby ensuring victory for a villain and earning himself a healthy commission. There is also the matter of the Tempest Blade, that is rumored to be the source of the Alamegan girl's strength. This remains a mystery, that I fear your life is still in danger, Siflin. One of the guards informed me that several crates are of refuse from the Colosseum reception room were hastily discarded in Pearl Lane not bells ago. It was a stab in the dark, but the contents may yet provide some answers. Would ask you to bring them to me. Okay. Is there any particular reason why it has to be me specifically? I guess not. Oh wait, I am still a, no, wrong one. I turn into a summoner. Colosseum refuse. Alright, there's one. Never want to be a DPS class for this. And there's the last one. Literally in a row. And back to the Colosseum I go. I wish I had like a better sprint option just to get places faster. Well, let me see what you have found. This? Now what have we here? Oh yes, a spectacular assortment of innards and entrails. What's this? It's not even more foul smelling than the gore it was lying in. If that can be believed, look here. Something appears to be written on the side. Sin Goat Sundries. It would seem this merchant has had dealings with that squishy mass of tentacles. Let's pay a visit to the man and have him enlighten us as to the exact nature of their partnership. Oh. Well, at least they're over there, not out in some weird place in Danaland. Guess I could have went the other way. It would have been a little bit faster, but whatever. I'm already doing this. I already headed this way and everything. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today? I'm sorry, madam, but if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. No exchanges, replacements, or refunds. I stand by the quality of my wares, and I expect my customers to do the same. Wait now. Did Ultros send you? I'll be asking the questions here. What exactly did you sell to that ungodly creature? Why, an entire sack full of gold truffles! Can you believe it? What with the impressive price and that, distinctive aroma, they're only for the most discerning of customers. Which Master Ultros clearly is, as he just placed another order today. Could these truffles somehow be connected to... No, I shall stop myself before I start sounding like... Inspector Breardian! It wounds me that you would sneak off to conduct your own investigation without me, and to steal away Sifwin here. This gentleman is not impressed. Did you find anything, Inspector? Good gods, what is that dreadful smell? Miss Sally, I would have expected a cultured woman like yourself to be more educated in the Epicurean arts. That is the most distinctive and delightful aroma of the gold truffle. An acquired taste, to be sure, but one that has won the heart of many an Uldan gourmet. I particularly enjoy them slow roasted, as my dear mother makes them. Roasted, you say? Why, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. But I'd be so bold as to ask the recipe. It appears the productive portion of this conversation has come to an end. Besides, the tourney is about to begin. Let us make haste back to the Colosseum. Wait, what do you have is on the pieces? Oh, this is just a disciple thing. A hands. Disciple with a hand thing. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time. Time which is in short supply. We must return to the Colosseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Sifwin. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. So I've ascertained the trickery behind her abilities. You are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? I don't. What do you mean wide berth? I don't. What does that even mean? I don't understand. What does it mean? You need to keep an eye on the blade. Why couldn't you just say it like that? All right. Colosseum is literally right over there. There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. Gar! I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultras has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Feargeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow, it is. So what say ye? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? Gah! Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. So I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amalja & Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern. It's about to begin. Is that their advertisement slogan? Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo? Sifwin, the famed warrior of light? Or who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right. Humberbatch, agent of infamy. Agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain? Just drops in from the ceiling. What? Here I am. Did you miss me? Oh, just wait 1 second. Alright, I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin! Are we doing a battle royale? Is that what's going on? Alright, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive. And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise. This really is a battle royale. Look at Avila's blade spin! Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there! They breed 'em tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. And then it was just us two. You are next. Go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. What? How do you... What? Huh? Ah, nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Alty an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute, roasted truffles! Braised in a savory sauce just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sack full where that came from. That meddling musclehead! What's taking him so damned long? The girl's gaze gives it away. Open the gate at once! Funga? Oh, what is that monstrosity? Mr. Typhon, is that your stomach? I hear rumbling. Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps? What fascinating friends you have, Alti! Why, just looking at this charmed little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Funga! Could it be Heffel's vaunted tempest blade? It was the monster all along! The girl played us for fools! Don't look at me! It was all her idea! I'm just a stupid octopus! You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend! I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle! You know, for my work and all! Come on, Dower! Has Uncle Alti ever lied to you? What did I tell ye? I knew there was something fishy about that Olamegan whore. Damn. It's just right to the throat. Olamegans. Beggars and brutes, the lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sights before I get sick. But I just wanted to... my sister. I feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Alti may be so bold. I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. Well, that would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Sifwin here. What do you say, Mrs. Warrior of Light? Aye, that's what we want to see. All Tros! All Tros! All Tros! Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Halatali. The venue, Halatali. The fighters, the tag team of Altros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. You will be left standing when the storm has settled. Be there or miss a battle for the ages. She's hanging on to the like chandelier thing. So to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Olamegan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecile scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Sifri. Let's make for a Hatali. A Halatali? I think I read that wrong. Alright. Hey, go away. Stupid screen wouldn't go away. Alright. Ah! Well, this turdy's turned into a right mess. If With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators and the profits, I could give it a gnat's arse. I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, I think that evens the odds a little too much, maybe. Why did the music just turn off? Oh, I guess the transition to night? That was weird. I guess the around Reborn areas don't have nighttime music. They just have ambient noises. This is a trial, isn't it? Guess it's not the trial. What is it? In front, alto's the top, dragon's neck. Is it? The dragon's neck can be accessed via the duty finder. It's called dragon's neck. Yeah, right here. Alright. How long is this gonna take? Quite a bit, seems like. Oh, damn it. Fine. I'll switch back over. I'm gonna summon my fairy before that. There we go. Combatants, the final confrontation will be held here atop the dragon's neck. If all members of the team fall from the platform, they forfeit the match. Seafood soup is not for the menu today, kids. It's not on the menu today. I couldn't read that fast, damn it. Playing the best 6 battle theme. Boss music. I fucking love this song, man. Oh shit. Shit! Alright, at least both the healers didn't get knocked out. Get knocked out again. Damn it. I do remember this part. He just like rotates now. And that's it. Thwart it again! Feel like such a sucker! XIV claims the Mithril Cup! Alright. Oops, that is not who I wanted to talk to. Good show, XIV. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart the thief. Come, let us return to the Colosseum. Alright. You're almost done. Almost done with the Realm Reborn section of oh shit. This isn't connected to where I need to go. Damn it! God, sometimes I hate this stupid map. Also, there's literally like a teleport point straight to it. Why do I always do this, man? Like, I want to run straight to it instead of using the aetherite. They're probably doing a performance there, but I have the... Yeah, they're doing the performance, but I have the performance thing muted because I don't need them setting off the VODs. I was setting off the copyright claim shit. It's a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won! Behold, from the personal vaults of Master Feargeist himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Grrr! Above you! Ladies and gentlemen, specters and vertebrates, The opening act dragged on overlong, but worry not, the main event is about to begin. I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show. Vile fiend, mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure. I swear it on the Mandeville name. I think not, Hildabrand. Wait, what? Did he say what? Oh, that's the name of the spear, ain't it? Hildabrand. Maybe I said that wrong, but whatever. Greg, it is always a pleasure to reunite with old friends. Your timing truly leaves something to be desired. Sifwin, you have bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear. Do you not mean your skewer? My spear! Vile thief! Is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once! Oh, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only. Now it's raining truffles? But the battle's already... Mr. Typhon, just a moment. I'm sure I had a tissue here somewhere. Funga! Alas, and alack! The ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend! Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Mandeville man. Godbird. It's just a slow walk. Oh my god. But of course! Brilliant, father! If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why, it'll be just like Dalamud. Hildabrand Helidor, Maximilian Mandeville. Skyward as only a Mandeville can! Oh my god, the ultimate break noise. He just skipped the ring. Father, you don't know your own strength! Uh... 997, 998, 990. What are you doing? I guess mantras. Just dive straight into the ground. These legs, they look strangely familiar. Ha! Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems. Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save one thing. This ring is a fake. But no matter. I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends, you have been a most attentive audience. That's key! Bloody hells! Gods, seize the feed at once! That was a crafty trick. It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, it's gone. Second prize? What is the meaning of this? Many-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. Master Goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived. This sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica. Preposterous! It's just the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here. Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily. Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain. I sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I've been. Whatever was I thinking? Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said. Was it not? You are thinking of dear, Herolina, and nothing more. I suppose I was at that... Hmm? How do you know my sister's name? I assure you, young miss, under no circumstances did I tell you to the Nanawa Mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister. You have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge. One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly, the second prize, this ring of inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions. The treaty blade, Azema's virtue, the ring of inquiry, her relics with quite a history, or to be more precise, relics with the air of the Bellasdians. Oh! If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Aor's greatest museum of Belladian history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much. What the hell is this? It's like a huge ass card. It's timing. I don't know why. It's just flat, dude. I've enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. What are these four treasures of which he speaks? Where the four treasures of Belladia becomes one, and the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of sun. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale at that. Yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words. Four sacred relics from Belladia, the Warden's justice. Lofty words coming from a glorified footpad. One who's winning over the common folk by the day. If rumors are to be believed, it would seem the tales of the master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far: an Uldon collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul in the brass blades, and now a mining magnate in the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Uldons would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims? Absolutely, astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of the syndicate, perhaps the Sultana herself? Then it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the four lost relics of Belladia, and it shall be Hildabrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence. Was that? No, it couldn't be. He thinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles. $2,000. Ah, you know what? There might be one more thing we gotta do. The Hildabrand. It's a race to recover the four lost relics of Belladia. As the fiend's true identity and aspirations are revealed, Eorzur fall prey to the... God damn it. I can't read it! I tongue twist. The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have. How did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh well, see you next time. Okay. Okay, there is one more. Damn. I thought that was the last one, but then I remembered there is one more part after this. Well, after that. I was wondering when you'd show up, Sifwin. I hope you haven't made any plans for the day, because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murderer. If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Uldan's society. Mr. Many Faces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. Weight of 5 corpses will bring the scale of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye has been selling like Pond's cakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is. Shall we, Siflin? The hidden treasure of Ulda, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who. The sun-silk tapestries. Alright. It's over there, but I'm feeling lazy and I got a bunch of money, so... I got a bunch of teleport money, and I'm going to spend it! Alright. Waymond. A Waymond? Oh, now if it isn't my favorite venturer, my favorite Mithril reporter, along with her. Tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help 2 lovely ladies, I'm afraid you've found old Waymond at a loss. Ulda has more than its fair share of treasures hidden in otherwise. I reckon our phantom friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan's sworn in a right dither. Word has it they've found a regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan's sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Sifwin. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sword. Oi! Hold on there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourself involved in this. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. The concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Sifwin. Time is of the essence. Oh wait, I gotta go back. Wait, where's the closest teleport thing? I think it's actually... Might as well just go over to the Adventurers Guild. If we get done with this quick enough, I will do that one. Because I don't want to start MSQ immediately, because I didn't think it would actually take this long, but apparently it is. It's in the Chamber of Rule, right? Yeah, I didn't think it would actually like take this long to do the Hildabrand quest, but I didn't account for this one. Like, I completely forgot about it. This is up. I gotta go up, not down. Through these doors. There we go. I guess I could have just teleported to the Scholars Guild. Well, no, it's Scholars War. Alchemist Guild is more what it is. There ain't a Scholars Guild. What am I thinking? Halt! Only authorized personnel are allowed in. But the thought buggered me with a broadsword. This is a gentleman of Light's adventuring companion and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye. Oh well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of Light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultansworn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's the honest truth, miss. Seeing the gentleman of Light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of me soul, like. I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildabrand. The Sultansworn were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me. You've come to assist Master Hildabrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cora, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I can do. To help the two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best, and something of a history buff. It seemed. When she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Belladia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, aye? Pleasure to meet with you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case. We would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion friend here one Siflin Winterdale, yes? You know Siflin? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless, the inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. The Sultansworn, the elite of Uldah's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Brearden, always a step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Siflin, a moment if you would. Right there. Very good. Now face me and don't move an inch. What? Inspector, what is that in your... Demasking dust. A formula of my devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counter-agent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector! The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultansworn at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Uldah, the last of the 4 lost relics of Belladia. I fear not. I've pored through the histories time and again. The only mentions of those 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls, and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred relics, one each possessed by these 4 Belladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's targets, and 3 times has he fooled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Beladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have my word, my lady. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. The Sultansworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vault to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. The lady asks, the gentleman answers. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildabrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. This must be the demasking dust that is talk of the palace. Ha! But you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. A shame that. Inspector Hildabrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh ho! This will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. What of the method of killing? Honked over the head with a cudgel? Gutted with a great sword? Strangled with a subligar, mayhap? I'm afraid that we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the deaths of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce. But worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildabrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear the role has been fulfilled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Sifwin, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associates, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victims met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 8 sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off! Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. Alright. What? Western Thailand, alright. Flowers? Yes, it is all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who is, when his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just what do you think you're doing, eh? Eh? I'm the one that put those flowers there, eh? And to honor the memory of me poor boy, he dared to follow his memory, eh? Eh? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I'm Hildabrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run, or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie. Nonsense. Not nonsense. My boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Silde? Ulda's sibling nation, against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, aye, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy draught brewed by Silde, Sildin alchemist, one with the power to turn the living to the undead. That his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitor's spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotting flesh and ran him through. But ye won't hear that from the Sultan's sworn. Thaw alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay my last respects. A traitor's spurn? I'd heard stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here? A Sildin. I'm sure of it. Aye, only a Sildin would know the recipe. The last remnants of Silde died 4 centuries ago. Centuries ago, you say? Oh. They did. Why are you laughing like that? What the hell? He called himself the Phantom Thief, he does. But did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Eh? Eh? For the tales from my own great-great-grandma I did about the 4 relics of Boladia and the powers they hold. Powers to exact justice. A spectre of Silde has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? Forsaken us? Dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father, if only you'd kept your nose out of those history books, and never so much breathed their accursed name of Silde. But you did, and now we're doomed! 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 A bleeding Horstone's here somewhere. I can feel it in the follicles. The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, that it was. For all of a fortnight before my flowing locks fell all over again. Just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand. Just to twist a knife in extra ilm. Mountsbang. Charlatan! I must find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. Oh, what is going on? It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh. Hildabrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Ahem. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to what is that word? Assuage its rancor. I don't know what that word is, man. Let's begin our search with the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sul'din might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briardian. Whatever knowledge it is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. I'm literally right outside. Yeah, I might want to change the title of the stream. I think it just might be finishing up Hildabrand. It's more like it. Huh? Researching the ancient feud between Ul'dah and Sul'din, are you? Most impressive. Young people these days show so little interest in learning from the past. Anyhow, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts began and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power-bred avarice bred resentments. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and prosecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with the many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Belladia, some 8 centuries agone. Imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been brought by Belladian civilization? Um, had Belladian civilization survived to this very day? Alas, this was not to be. Oh, we're actually getting world lore. Nice. Greetings, traveler. You would learn of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultanate of Silda. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Uldah's superior numbers, Silda alchemists devised the most terrifying stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the Traitor's Spurn. They brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed the potion of those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it. No, it is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. Oh wait. That was... I don't think that was what I need to talk to, right? You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to the halls to research Silda. As a fellow student of history, though, I would more than welcome the conversation. Belladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals when they came of age, and their father passed. Each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish his claims, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Silda. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Oh, that is what I needed to talk to, alright. What's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Silda. I suppose I can spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. Two scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power, the silver of Silda weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sildan knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear. But riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does this say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Silda, Ul'dah and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Luckily you did not, and neither did I until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. Yet, in the histories read by the populace, you would see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already. Oh wow, holy shit. Holy shit! That is actually important for the main story. A main thing to remember for the main story. you don't really get you don't really get the context of that until way later, though. Either that or I'm reading too much into it. Ever loyal associates, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed. As it happens, I've learned much the same. Let's take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilization of Belladia, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Sildir. The two nations coexisted for generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Sildir employed their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it! The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of doomed Sildir, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slaving zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. What? Brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of the grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Sildan. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate. This Sildan connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Belladine relics our thief clearly possesses. What of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me. Of course, my keen inspector's senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identified the man as Gugaria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Alright. You gotta go all the way to Horizon. Yes? If you've got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if you could if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces.
Me? A thief? What's this nonsense?
I don't know who you are, but I ain't got time or patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. Thought I recognized that voice. Oh. Thought I recognized that voice. Lady Dorilda! Well met. Well met indeed. Pray tell whatever brings you to these environs this fair day. Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Breardian. This is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here? Pray tell. Guguria. We can discuss business after. Pray, lend the inspector here, handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But, Lady Dorilda, what about... Oh yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Ashtame's latest seasonal collection. Would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. All right. I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me. Got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The traitor spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me thinking. Still there. 5 victims. Aye, the arbiters of truth. The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with that name. Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Ul'dah-Sildir conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, just what sort of knowledge might that be? Those balls, don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well. Tell us one thing. Who hired you? Where can we find him? Hob. His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes on the airship docks. Said he had a private dock shipped and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless, he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, kind sir. Once again, the ancient Mandeville art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger even as we speak. We gotta go to Vesper Bay, right? Vesper Bay. All right. I still got the tokens, right? I do! They're behind me. What? Were we too late? Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No! Ellie, stand back, Ellie! I hunger for your brains. Damn, there's no saving the man. Sifwin, do what you must. Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead. It would seem we were a few moments late to the scene. A message, and then there was one. There it is again. Something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nashu. There it is. There is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. The sense that someone, or something, is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identity of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. We'll do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with her. If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just only of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe, and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when a fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, Inspector? Ah, at Costa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? We're just all looking aside. I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I hear what it is you would share with me. A secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. I got to go back to Ulda. Shit. It's the Alchemist Guild, right? That's where I need to go. Oh, yeah, they're, she was at the Alchemist Guild. A fourth victim? Oh, have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? The Arbiter of Truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody help! Miss Sally? The voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry! Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead. It would seem. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. This man wears the armor of a Sultan-sworn squire, and his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. The thief of many faces! To think we would find our man like this. Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more! By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance? What the hell is that word? I declare this case closed! Your turn, this statue, Miss Phyllis, whilst the gesture was appreciated in the end, it proves superfluous to my cracking of the case. And he trips and falls. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? What? What is the meaning of this? Ingenious. A double disguise, planned by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is, Guigu. One of my most, capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for her beginning readership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus she hatched a plan to... My lady, the vault has been breached! The wise man's whisper! It's gone! For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. And now the game is truly afoot. Bah! What is the meaning of all of this racket and rumpus? Just as we were about to make our triumphant return. Isn't that so, Enkidu? God, is this Gilgamesh is still around? Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! That shadow you said you saw, I think it was just a dormouse. I think he'd literally stumble face first into the second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. Not to worry. Yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. My immersion's ruined! Dang it! Freaking free company actions. Ooh, things are getting spicy. My ever-loyal associate. We must find Miss Ellie and quickly. Surely, if confronted by her constant companion, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis. I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than... what? Hildabrand Mander! Me, mind you. This is not a rule I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's Sworn, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm, until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis. But there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as the gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associate here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector! Over here! Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse. But it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Yes, my inspector's sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us, Sifwin. Let us split up and canvass our surroundings. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Water-stained letter lies on the floor. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. You obtain a sachet of demasking dust in the next instance you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Ho ho ho! If it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Sifwin. I was in the area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you. Oh, So your pursuit of a thief of many faces is taking quite the unexpected turn. And now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters? Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend. Or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, or anyone. Myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Mandeville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. If anything to happen to Hildabrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. Oh. If the sender speaks true, the villain even lurks within our midst. And yet, we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Sifwin. What say you have a few words with each of them, and see if aught seems amiss? Am I doomed to share the fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie is the phantom thief. It is the only logical conclusion. And yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still eludes us. Inspector Breeden told me all about it. Who'd have thought Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say. It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half the fool of his son is. Must elude him quickly. Time is of the essence. I question the Sultan sworn outside. To a man, they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Where could she have gone? Well, father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now if you would kindly stand still and shut up. The fiend already stands among us. Inspector Breeden! I should hope you are not doubting me. Well, I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy. The fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder Sifwin here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two lying about, would there? What remains of our supplies has already been distributed to the search party. But worry not, they should be reporting back within a bell's time. Time might be against me. Just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my power of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that, given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages, as Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father. We could safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Sifwin here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning mine own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on and ask me anything. All the times of this overstuffed buffoon start talking nonsense, talking sense. If he asks me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. My relationship with Nasu is so close, I dare say at times that it is as if we share a mind. If this Nasu is truly my ever loyal servant, loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I'm a Manderville? Man! Oh no, doing what only a Manderville can! To the peaks of Carthage to Thana land, Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector! A perfect score! You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unequivocally, undoubtedly the true Nashu. I've never loved you more now than now, you marvelous muttonhead, you. Nashu, something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... genius, Inspector? The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. So the letter spoke true. The fiend was in our midst all along. Oh. The quest marker didn't disappear. What the hell? For the last quest. That was weird. Server delay. What's that? 7 hells. Done in by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Assaulting Inspector Brereton. Once again, you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course, we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood. My beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me... How do you say that? Ceci? Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildan aristocrat. I can't even say that word right now. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered a thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. You know, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics. Was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed. I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits and won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot of you. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Ceci, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing, and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Uldan dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards would still justify these foul deeds. Deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that it was Silda that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ulda that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth! The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moment before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed Sultan Sworn will kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalan. Well, your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long, you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. Just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. They will see soon enough, when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from Uldan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. So means by which the vault may be opened? Why does it have a question mark? By assembling 4 secret relics from Belladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Silda, before the Uldan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. So it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safe in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ulda. No, wait, you'll all be dead! Preposterous! But first, you, my dear, will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Seki. Hildabrand! You idiots, just for once, could you not get in the way? Godbert Mandeville. I can't even trust your sorry R's to look after him for a day. I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadows! It was you, my dear wife! Am I to understand you are Hildabrand's mother? Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Sifwin. The time of our final confrontation is nigh. Oh my god! They did the battle transition and everything. Do you have enough popo toes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, Sifwin or something, was it? At least told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet ye. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry arse husband here. And look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Oh my god. Alright. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. A vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple: a tatter of a oversoul rags, and a vial of twice distilled water. Sin goods at the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his flames, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. Ouch! That's smart. Ye gods! Hildy, you're looking none too hardy yourself. Well, thanks to you, you bumbling oaf! Now, are you going to accompany Sifwin here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Sin Goat's sundries, was it? Come now, Sifwin. There's work to be done. Oh my god. Even in the serious moments, it has to be goofy. Alright. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No! Stop it! It's not what I wanted. Oh, it just turned nighttime. Alright. Oversoul rags, you say? I fear I've only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My friend's life, quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend. But a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membranes for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Ah! You expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Oh, look who we have here. If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membranes you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildabrand and Sifrin here, I'd still be tag team with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. I'm a woman who pays her debts. Thought take me if it wasn't Avila the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Sifrin? With this, our task here is done. Now let us find this traitor named Guest. Chamber of Rule. Oh, it's right here. Stop it! It's not what I wanted, game. Oops, sorry. The blundering Mandeville boy, Mandeville boy is on his last legs and you need something of mine to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandevilles are richer than the traders themselves. Yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and a wealthier man. Now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you. You pass along my condolences for the grieving parents. Have you no shred of honor or compassion in that spineless body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Huh? Miss Siflin, what a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens! The poor inspector! Oh, if it isn't the lapis maiden in the flesh! What say you bid farewell to preening fops and scuffy adventures and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? It would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Sifwin with the bottle of thrice distilled water that she seeks. You know this woman? Bah! If that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in guilt anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly, this realm will deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Sifwin, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him. Luckily, I'm literally right there, so I could literally just run. I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Bloody brilliant! I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. All ye bloody bugger, guide my skillet! Aye, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's got some fight left in him. Look who I found. She was slumbering, obviously, in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good! Yes, I'm sure it did. Sifwin. Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildon ruins. We must go there with all haste. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of Ul'dah is at stake. Sifun, my strength is yours as well, for Ul'dah, and for our friend Hildy. You remind me of my husband. Husband with, what, with ye having more muscle than sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? My dear boy Worm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see. I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I am a warrior, not an... yes, my lady. He's actually looking at the market board. I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Siflin. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Siflin and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one friend I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You are a fine bird, and have given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me? Even Sifwin could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Ye gods! What was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals. Where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be? My faithful companion. Why must you always make me wait so? Most gentlemanly. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moon-sick maid digging around at the Silda excavation site, with her mind set on turning Ulda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Alright. Time to go stop the plot of Ellie. I do believe this is the actual last Hildabrand thing. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. And no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her. But that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the traitor's sperm. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You're our only hope, Sifwin. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. Do not put yourself in undue danger. Only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Sifwin. Surely, if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it is you. Wait, what? Where's she at? Alright, I'll push the destination. Say Ellie with an exclamation point. Sifwin, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I will not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you, after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister, Seki, I'm just gonna say Seki, is already in custody. Start her now, and I'll see that no harm befalls her. How little do you understand us, Inspector? Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Aseki and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. I'll stand down or suffer the same fate as the Uldan dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness! I'm sorry, Inspector. There's too many of them! Oh my god, why? Why does he always do that? On a day's work for a Manorville, man! What the hell? All implanted in the ground. You need to delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildabrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. He's as good as 6 forms under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say underestimate Hildy. You do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spur. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Balls. Is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? It's a shame to lose you, Sifrin. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions! Oh no! Darkness falls, and hope fades to despair. For warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword! Are my eyes to be believed? That pose! No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light! Just so, my good man! Hildabrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me, what have you, tell me, you've got me, my Snurble tonic, or I'll fashion myself a wig for your lovely locks after I ripped them clean from your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Elizar. Cora, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Hildabrand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that that makes any kind of sense. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray, abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Breardian, you said there was something you would tell me when all this was through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your power of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything, and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I found something. Someone with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell, a free woman will be there. What say you? Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false apparitions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me! If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Sifwin's presence for a matter of far great importance. Aye, the time for our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Could it be? The treaty blade! And the true one at that! None other, and I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who could defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cute old friend? How do you talk? I don't even know what Enkidu looks like. God be mercy! What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent? Abomination! I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. But 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens. Next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods! It makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea. Summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, but rather their primal Enkidu. The world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Siflin, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove to be so easy a task. And yet I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Indapor Keep. Tis a ways from here. What better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! 2 against 1? That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Sifwin, to Andapor. Yeah, that's a weird name to say. This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. I'm right here. Oh, but of course! I'd nearly forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Sifwin, you're our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. It's like, I'm a scion, I'm right here. Oh, you want to go all the way to... Damn. Actually, this is taking longer than I thought. I think I'm gonna finish this up, because we're literally right at the end. I'm gonna finish this up, and then next time. I'm gonna finish this up next time, and then we're going to proceed with, we're gonna proceed with the MSQ storm. The patches. The patches. Proceed with the patches. Anyways, you guys have a nice manga reading, anime watching, gameplay, and rest of your night. See you guys. And so then,